Together find your treasure.
Hi, I'm Hillary.
And I'm Sean.
And we're here tonight because we are going to complain about putting children to bed. Because tonight, I thought I was going to be all sly, and I chose Edwin to put to bed because I put both kids to bed last night. Normally we rotate. But Edwin is usually the one that falls asleep first, and he's usually pretty easy and goes to sleep quick. Well, not tonight. Tonight he was a little turd, and I went in there for an hour and a half, and I went in and I told him a bunch of stories, and we read our books, and I sang to him, and then he was like talking and rolling all over the bed and kicking the walls, and he kept talking to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, Edwin, go to sleep. And then I tried ignoring him and just laying there, and then I was like, I'm gonna leave. After like 45 minutes, I was like, I'm leaving. So I left, and I sat outside his door, and then he got up, came to the door, opened the door, and I held the door shut so he couldn't leave. And then I could hear him like run back to his bed. He'd throw himself on the bed and lay down, and he'd go, Mommy, come in. And I'm like, I'm not coming in. And he did that. Run back, try the door, run back, lay down. He did that like at least 10 times, and I was like, I'm not coming in there until you're ready to go to sleep. And then finally he's like, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I was like, okay. So I go in there, lay down, and guess what? He was not going to sleep. So then I did it again, and I left. Oh my gosh, it was really, really annoying and really frustrating. At the same time, Sean was putting Mercedes to bed in her room, and you may take over from there.
I'm going to interject and note that when I put Edwin down, it takes me 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
I lay in there, I tell him to go to sleep, he rolls over and goes, and then is out. And then I leave, and I go and enjoy my evening.
Yeah, he's a little booger.
When I put Mercedes to bed, though, she usually takes me 20 minutes, maybe 15 if it's a fast night. Up to, on a regular average, 45 minutes to an hour. I have had really bad nights. I had one, a couple weeks ago. Took 3 hours.
That was
and the
ridiculous.
entire time she screamed, I want Mommy.
Yeah, and we were like, we're not giving into that. You're not going to sit here and scream for Mommy.
It was my night to put her to
yeah.
bed. She knew it, and she didn't like it.
Yeah.
So we're not just going to cave to rage children.
No.
If you cave to rage children, you will have rage teenagers.
Well, you'll have rage children all the time that
Yeah.
just turn into rage teenagers.
Yes.
Yes.
I speak from experience, having raised literally 0 teenagers in my life, but having been one.
Yes.
So I'm chock full of experience about how to raise teenagers, and I'm sure we'll have 0 problems when our kids are older.
Uh-huh. So he's in there putting Mercedes to bed, and I can hear her, and I can hear him sitting in the rocking chair, and I can hear him get up.
I was laying in the bed.
Oh, were you? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard him get up, and then I heard her go, no, Papa! And I was like, she's not asleep either.
Like a wounded animal begging to be put out of its misery.
So then I could hear him just do this, in there.
I have
and then
work.
he turns
I got work
around.
I gotta do.
So he goes back, and then I'm still in there battling with Edwin, and I'm getting super pissed, and I'm like, I just want to leave. Like, it's been way too long. And finally, I just am like, I'm done. And I just ignore him completely, and I'm on my phone, and I'm just like reading a book on my phone. And finally, he rolls over, and he goes to sleep. But about 10, 15 minutes before that, I heard Sean finally leave the bedroom, too. I was like, oh, man, it was not a good night for either of us. This sucked.
She picked the wrong child tonight.
I did pick the wrong child.
I told Mercedes 2 stories tonight. I told her a story about a potato that wanted to tap dance. And it did. It saw a YouTube video on the farmer's phone when it was out in the field, and the farmer's watching a tap dancing video, and that potato decided that that's what it wanted to do. And so it figured out how to grow arms and legs and a face so that it could learn how to tap dance, and eventually it became a world-renowned tap dancer.
Very interesting. So Sean is really good. No, we don't need. So Sean's really, really good at telling stories, and I super suck at it. And
The second story
so
was about a French
Edwin will be
fry.
like, please tell me a story. And I'm like, I am not good at telling stories, okay? I will sing to you all night long, but I hate telling stories. I'm not good at making them up. So what do? I will tell him stories like the Three Bears or the Three Little Pigs, or I try
Oh, we
to
got
tell
an
him Peter
open
Pan
window.
tonight. And he,
You guys are probably going to hear like cars and stuff because
yeah.
the window's open. Also, our tripod is literally.
okay, hold on. So first,
We have to
I'm
point
like,
this out
okay.
because I think your phone is drifting,
Oh.
which is why I'm saying that. And
So-
people probably watched it as it slowly like.
So first, I had my phone on this like old-fashioned tray table.
You
thing
really
that I
gonna
have.
go and
I am. I'm
describe
gonna describe it.
the
It's an
tripod?
old-fashioned tray table that like slants up like this, and I like had my phone. It has a little pop socket thingy on the back hook ring, and I put it on the top. It's like, okay, well, it needs to be angled more this way. So then I put it on top of a mini ironing board to get it higher. Well, that didn't work either. So then Sean's over here, and he's like, here, well, let's put the blankets here. And he puts blankets behind it.
We're trying to jury rig a tripod
We're trying to
using
make it
items
so
you
that-
find on your bed and in your hall closet.
And we're trying
Ready,
to make
go.
it a decent angle, and it was not working. And then I'm like, oh, what are we going to do? And I'm not even kidding you. He walks into our closet and walks out with a tripod.
And back like 2 seconds later, we just had a tripod in our
I was
closet.
like, really? How
the-
long were you going to wait to
the
show me this
struggle-
tripod you were secretly hiding in the
Look,
closet?
the struggle of having to build a DIY tripod out of random household items is what jogged my memory that we had a tripod in the closet. We
So-
don't have a mount that
Yeah.
connects the phone to the tripod.
So it might be stuck up there with painter's tape.
Yeah, so that's our mount. And it's not the greatest job. It's like literally me just going tape.
Mhm.
And to me, it looks like the phone is slowly like.
I'm not noticing it, though.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Anyways, maybe you're slowly going...
I might be.
You could be.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the thing to treasure are the times you get to put your children to sleep and they go to sleep, and the times that they don't. Treasure those times, because I try to think that later they're not even going to want me in there. They're not even going to want me to be in there, and I'm okay with that.
I don't want to be in there.
I
I
don't-
don't want to know what
I
they're doing
don't
alone
either.
in their bedroom at night.
No, but
Ugh.
falling asleep on their own is a good thing to be able to do. I co-slept with Mercedes, so don't do that unless,
Buyer beware.
Yes. I learned with my second child not to co-sleep because
You just ignore them.
I co-slept with her till now. Well, not now. I guess like a year ago.
Not
She's been
in
doing
a-
it now.
Not in an abuseful way, but at some point your kids have to learn, like, oh yeah, I can solve my own problems. If I'm upset or if I'm cranky, eventually I'll be okay.
So Edwin, we did that. We did the crying thing, and he was so much easier to do it with.
Yeah.
Probably because I was sick of it. But, it's super simple. You just go in there every, 3 minutes, and then every 5 minutes.
I think they can Google
anyways,
it, babe.
so we did that with him. Just so
Google
you
it.
know how we did it. It wasn't like we left him in there for 20 minutes crying. But we worked our way up, and then now he's fine, and he would go to sleep on his own. But then we started transitioning Mercedes into her room, and she still wakes up and comes into our room in the middle of the nights most of the time. Then Edwin started doing that.
It's like a walking landmine.
So annoying.
Like if you're not careful, like a sleepwalking Mercedes will
It's
walk
terrifying.
into the room, and she will walk into the room quiet. She will come around the end of the bed. She will crawl into bed. She will snuggle in between. And if you make any kind of interaction from her coming into the room to getting into the bed, she will go off like a Harry
It's
Potter
true.
mandrake.
It's so
Just
true.
scream until she lays down in between us, and then she goes, and then is out.
So she'll come in, and if I'm on my phone reading something or whatever, and then I'm like, "What are you doing?" and she'll be like, and into the bed.
Or if she ends
Yeah.
up scaring one of us,
yes,
it counter scares her, and she will just scream and rage and you know, like you just told her that she doesn't get Christmas this year.
Yeah, it's funny. I have one time, no joke, was sleeping, and it was 4 a.m, and I just heard a noise, and I opened my eyes, and Edwin, right there.
Edwin's the ninja child.
Dude, man, I screamed so loud. I was like, "Holy
I've
crap,
had
kid!"
moments
Oh my
where
goodness.
I walk out in the loft to go downstairs to get some water, and he'll be sitting
He's kind of
between
goofy.
laundry baskets, like he's like, I found my corner. They'll never find me. And I look over, and it's like a little child gremlin. Like I'm about to get attacked. Like it's about to jump and eat my face.
That's so funny.
But he's just
The other
sitting there
night,
with his
everyone
little
woke up,
bear.
and you were like, "Go get him before he like sits between a basket." And I was like, "What the
Well,
heck?"
he's gonna go hide. And then I look over, and he's just like staring into our room, like
Through the dark.
Like, hello, are you in there? Don't mind
Oh,
me. I'm
man.
just creeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll do that. I've almost fallen down the stairs because he scared me so bad.
Mercedes told me that when she comes into our room, like if we're asleep, if it's later, like I don't know, 2 or 3 or something, she said that she comes in like this, like against the walls, and she's like getting it, sneaking in, like.
Add your
I think
own
of the-
secret agent music
Yes,
here.
I was thinking of Emperor's New Groove when Kronk is like doing.
Hey, I was too.
And yeah, so she told me she does that when she sneaks into our room, and that she's super quiet. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyways, so back to what you should treasure is treasure the times your kids hide like gremlins in between laundry baskets.
Yeah.
In
He's
the
only
middle
gonna
of the
do
night.
that. He's only going to do that for the next 4 months, and then after that, it's just memories.
Yep.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
And with that, I'm Hillary.
And I'm Sean.
We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.